Did you ever have to one-man band audition tapes years and years ago?
Oh, yes, absolutely. All the time. You set up the little mini camera and just making sure you do it. Yeah. And then you go back and you realize that it was basically like you're framed like this the whole time.
No, come back.
Darn it.
Yeah, any tips for mine? Should we go closer? Should we make it, then you cut the top of your head off. This is why,
That's good, right there.
It's like a full thing. Okay, so you were an MC today at Entertainment Weekly PopFest. Tell me all about that.
Well, I was an MC at the first ever PopFest, so that's kind of a big deal.
What number are we on now?
I was on this is the first annual, well, it could be annual, I'm not sure. This is the first PopFest ever.
Okay, that's awesome.
So it's kind of like getting in on the ground floor here. There's a lot of great conventions and celebrations, be it comic books or, I'm like Walking Dead has big conventions. This one is for like all of pop culture.
Yeah.
And so hoping that, this becomes kind of a habit and I get to come back and do it again.
So what did you intro this morning for the fan hungries out there?
There were a few people that are fans of a show called Supernatural.
Well, we have to do a shout out to Jensen and Jared because those two, I interviewed them at the Saturn Awards, and I don't think I've ever seen so many comments and retweets ever. Yeah. Ever.
They apparently, there's a few people that are really, really avid viewers. I don't know. No, I'm kidding.
Rabid fan base comes to mind. Love you guys.
It was crazy. I said, so what time did everybody get here? And they, 6 a.m., 5:30 a.m., 4, 3:30. I was like, whoa, my goodness, this is awesome. And so anyhow, it was no surprise that they won the Entertainment Weekly cover battle. They had people vote to see who would make their cover for a bracket system, and they just blew everyone away. They blew us away. It was awesome.
But I'm gonna guess the fan equivalent for them would be you for the Cubs. Am I right?
That's right. Yep, I'm a Cubbies diehard. I was born and bred.
You tweeted 108 stitches in the baseball. That's a sign. 108 years. You're really you're just like the Supernatural fans, but for the Cubs, I'm guessing.
You're absolutely right. Yes, I took my kids to National League National League Championship Series against the Dodgers, and they finally got it. They finally understood. They were like, "This is amazing." And yes, it's been 108 years since the Cubs won the World Series. 108 stitches in a baseball. Is that a coincidence? No, I don't think so. So we're down 2-1 as of this taping to Cleveland. We were also down 2-1 to the Dodgers in the championship series. I'm thinking the same thing's going to happen. Win 3 in a row. Boom, boom, boom. So we'll see what happens.
So I have to ask you, carrying it over to your show, NCIS, equally as rabid fan base, equally as you have dedicated fans. Right now, what can we look forward to, and what is the most unexpected thing about having this sort of fan base built in? Years and years and years worth of dedicated fans.
Oh, it's amazing. The people that watch our show, it's unlike any other. They let us know left and right whether they love something, they don't like something, or something's growing on me. But after 14 years, the show cannot be exactly the same as it once was, So our fans have grown along with the show. Literally, we were shooting last night. This girl came up to me, and she was 12 years old, and she was the biggest fan of NCIS ever. And I said, "Wow, our show is older than you. How about that?" She goes, "Yeah, I know, but I've still seen all of them." The fans have been incredible, and this year we have the addition of Wilmer Valderrama, Jennifer Esposito, and Dwayne Henry have joined our cast, and they're they're coming in as Michael Weatherly left to go on his own show, Bull, which is fantastic, and it's on at 9 o'clock right after us, so it's kind of like we lost him, but he's still right next door. He moved out of the house. He just moved next door. But it's pretty great. We have some new infusion of energy that really helps us to push along new story and all that.
Do you ever go sneak in the writer's room just to look at the storyboards? Are you like, "Hey guys, I got this tweet. They had this idea about my character. What do you think? I think it's good." Do you ever interact, or is it kind of you just wait till you get it? I do. And it's because we have some great writers, but we're all so invested. After 14 years, we're telling a lot of stories, and we've become a family. So we all want the 14 years ago. Yeah, we all want the same thing, which is to make a really good show. So we go in and we talk about stuff here and there. Don't get me wrong, I'm not pitching ideas necessarily, but they'll come up and go, "Hey, we got something coming up for you. Let me tell you about it." And then they need no help writing, but it's fun to be able to kind of be in on the mix a little bit. In fact, inside scoop, this week we're shooting a special Jimmy Palmer episode, where it's pretty much all Jimmy Palmer for the entirety of the 60 minutes, which has never happened on our show before.
And
That's good. Is that an exclusive? That sounds like an exclusive.
So far. I think it is. And
right here on CiGi TV.
and we're gonna be able to see some maturation of Jimmy Palmer and what he's been up to in his spare time. It's pretty exciting.
So question, when there are reruns or you go back, do you watch like season 1 and 2 when you were a little baby? What goes through your head watching those?
It's when it pops on, you know, and you're just getting dressed in the morning or something that's on USA, and you go, oh, what? Oh, I remember this one. And then you sit down and you start watching, and then you go, oh wait, what time is it? And like because they run them back to back, you know.
Yeah.
But it's funny to see. Since season 1, I gotta say, the amazing thing is we haven't aged a bit. Not
I mean,
one.
you look pretty young now. I'm like,
not even a little bit. No more wrinkles. It's fine. No, it's amazing. You look at all of us.
Dimples always take 10 years off your face.
It's true.
It's like an internally youthful thing.
We all look so incredibly different. Aside from David McCallum, he's the one that has held up the best, I think.
Well, I'll leave you with this last question. What is one piece of advice you would go give yourself at the start of this, you know, with being cast on NCIS? Because you have some years on the show now.
Yeah.
So one piece of advice?
The one piece of advice would be that I would give to myself at the beginning of this journey is like, don't stress it. Just enjoy it. Put positivity forward. It's all going to be good, man.
There's no sign of it ending. I mean, we could get to 20 years.
We'll see. I don't know. From your lips to Les Moonves' ears. I mean, we're having a really great time, and I would love to keep doing it. This is a great show.
Thank you. I don't know what you say. Good luck. Break a leg on the Cubbies this year? What's the proper baseball term?
I don't think we say break a leg for the Cubs.
That's an acting thing. Never mind. That's not a sports
thing. Say go Cubs go.
Go Cubs go. Go Cubs go.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I'm gonna tweet this at Cubs fans too. We have NCIS plus Cubs. It's the best of both worlds.
Love it.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.